Alright, this is our car for the next 10 days. One Volkswagen Passat. It was meant to be smaller, a smaller car, but they bumped me up because they didn't have any smaller ones. That's cool. And there's Sally in there. Hello! I forgot what I was going to say. Good morning. It's about 10 AM and we're getting ready to leave Kilkenny. We're heading to Cork today, but we're actually making our stop along the way in Waterford, which is meant to be one of the oldest cities in Ireland. It was originally founded by the Vikings. And the guy at the bar, Seamus, he also said it was voted the cleanest city in Ireland. So that'd be cool to see. Alright, we've made it to Waterford. We're walking along the river here.
Cold.
It is cold. It's very windy. I don't really like to name the rivers, but I don't know what the river's actually called here. I think it's the River Lee, from memory, but I'll update it if I'm wrong. We're trying to find the tourist information centre so we know where everything is. It's actually like a crystal museum and a Viking museum here, and yeah, I don't know. I'm sure we'll show you what there is. The tourist information's closed. How do we know what to do? Alright, so we're at the Waterford Medieval Museum. Cost us what?
6 and 7 euros.
Yeah, 6 or 7 euros. There was like a free guided tour on it as well, that we just did. I tried to record some of it, of what he was saying, and maybe it's usable.
It dates from the 1440s, and it belonged to a wine merchant, a man named James Royce. He lived above this cellar in a timber house. 1480. Population, approximately 3,000 people lived in that city. Second largest urban centre in Ireland towards the end of the 15th century. Now, not alone are these considered Ireland's greatest late medieval treasure. Remarkably, these are the only example of Renaissance art in this country.
Yeah, there was only like 4 of us on the tour, so it was really good. We actually got to, he was like really passionate about what he was doing, so it gave us a really good overview of what we're looking at in this medieval town. We're currently standing in, the museum's actually built on the remains of medieval buildings, so we're currently standing in, like under it, in the remains, which is pretty cool.
This would have been a dining hall, he said.
Yeah, it would have been a dining hall, and then upstairs is a bunch of really cool relics that you probably would actually see at bigger museums than this little one. Like, some of the relics are really cool, and glad they're on display here, but very easily could be displayed on like national museums and stuff like that. So it's definitely worth coming to check it out. Up here is the mayor's wine cellar, which I think I may have recorded a bit of it before, but let's go up the old stairs. Now we're in a wine cellar, medieval wine cellar. No wine in here though.
Please mind your head.
Stand on my tippy toes, I'll hit my head. Benefits of being short. I am the mayor of Waterford. Welcome to my chambers. Hello everyone, and welcome to our vlog. I am Keith, mayor of Waterford. In this vlog you will find information about Waterford. I hope you enjoy my town of Waterford. So I was just trying to explain history to Sally. Now I'll explain it to everyone else. This is representing the marriage of an Irish princess to an Anglo-Norman duke. And they came over to Ireland after conquering England. This was in 1117. They pushed from England over to Ireland. And this is the marriage of the princess to the Normans, which then, like with England, completely changed the history of Ireland. It made them it made them Normans, and yeah. And this was really cool. This was like a charter roll from like 1370s. That they sent to the king, and it basically describes their allegiance to the crown. And the guy said it was funny because he said it was like the first PowerPoint presentation, because there's like pictures and text, and that guy's the king, King Edward III. And this is a hat of King Henry VIII that was like sent over here to Ireland, to Waterford, and it was kept safe. It wasn't destroyed during the English Revolution like most things. And
he wore wore it, and it's the only surviving piece of his wardrobe.
Yeah, he actually wore it. Like all good medieval museums, there's really old swords. This thing's in great detail. Have a look at that sword. And real life human heads in the museum. Nah, they're not real. It says, please do not stop the wheel of fortune from turning, turning, turning. I don't know what it is. There seems to be a king up there. A queen, actually. And the wheel spins. And it's Sally looking at an old book. It has the first official use of the English language in Ireland. Look at me. I'm Keith in the 13th century. Look at this big sculpture thing. It's got like roots there and you think it's a tree. And you go down and it turns into a big sword or something. And it's right beside some old, probably an old church or something. King of the Vikings. And they got this Viking ship replica here as well. And its name is Waterford. Excuse my terrible pronunciation, because I don't know how to say it. That was the original name for Waterford. And it was right near this tower. Was this Reginald's Tower? Yeah, it's one of like the original towers from the wall that was built around here.
He said he's a Viking. We're gonna go in Reginald's Tower.
You get a student price.
Yeah, €3. Let's go. We're going up. He said these are the original stairs. Oh, it's really narrow. It is so steep.
It was so bad at stairs back then.
Right, we're on the first floor. It's all about the Vikings. What a nice little place to sit and play checkers. Get a nice little view of the river. It's not fair.
It's the nature of games. Someone's got to lose it.
Why me?
I don't know. That's a trick question.
It's not fair.
That's a trick question. Don't answer it.
Oh, I didn't know you could do that one. I don't want that one.
It's just making it quicker. If you let me go 2 at once.
No, I give up. No game.
Found the toilet again. Oh, that got dark. For some reason I like finding medieval toilets. It's interesting. Sally lost the game, by the way. That view from the top of the Reginald's Tower out into the river. A good defensive point. Sally's learning.
The citizens retreated and made their last stand.
No, we can't go to the roof. I'll do this though. It's just stairs. Now we're gonna go down these. Going down's worse than going up. It'll be really shaky and loud, but we learned that there was a cannonball still lodged in there from a siege of the tower, and that little hole, the circle hole, there's still a cannonball lodged in there from like 300 years ago. And let me zoom out, and that's the tower. That's pretty cool. Look at all these crystal chandeliers. We're in the Waterford crystal shop. Decided not to go to the museum because it was like €15 to go in. Just wanted to look at the crystal in their shop. That is by far the coolest thing I've ever seen made out of crystal. €14,000. Insane. Look at the Cinderella's carriage. €40,000. Holy. Celtic cross is really cool as well. Oh, the gramophone looks amazing. I'm surprised they just have it all sitting out here. I will. I'm really surprised they just have it sitting out, like not behind anything. And they've got like an Irish harp here. Made out of crystal. That one's behind a velvet rope. That'll protect it. A memorial trophy at golf. Oh, they're all like sporting trophies. Most of them are golf trophies, actually. Giant panda.
I want to touch it.
You can't touch them. You probably can, but I'd worry that they would break. Oh, I like this one. Caveman guy. Alright, we have EPL on the radio, and we're done in Waterford, and now we're making our way to Cork, which is about
1 hour and 46 minutes.
1 hour and 46 minutes away. So let's hit the road. What the hell's going on over there?